Alright, people, so I'm here with your very late Raw review. Now, let me just talk about this for a second here. Me being late on these Raw reviews. This whole Raw thing is ridiculous because it's 3 hours long. There's just so much fucking content that you have to watch in WWE. You got fucking pay-per-views. You got fucking Raws. You got NXT. You got all this shit you gotta watch. And I just don't have the time. It's not the time. It's the energy for the most part. I don't have the energy to sit down after I've, been doing shit all day Monday to come home. I get home around, usually between 8 or 9 o'clock. And I don't have the energy to fucking watch a fucking 3-hour show until like 11:30 or 12 at night. It's just not going to happen. So that's why I'm always late. And you have to gain enough energy to sit down, after Raw's over on Monday to watch it on Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday. And it's hard to do that, especially when you've been doing shit all day. The last thing you want to do is come home and watch a shitty-ass Raw. And I just wanted to explain that to people, because this show is horrible. I think that's very overlooked when people are talking about how to fix Raw or how to fix WWE. They never talk about shortening it back to 2 hours. Because I think it's just been like this for a long time now. It's been like 3 hours for a long time. So people just accept it like it is and don't ever talk about it. We need to have a uniform movement, I think, in the wrestling world. I think everybody agrees that the show at 3 hours long is way too fucking long. We demanded Daniel Bryan should be champion. Boom, he was champion. So I think we should demand Raw move it back to 2 hours. It's just horrible. So then we have, so to get off this show, to start off this show, we have The Authority, Sheamus, Rusev, and Reigns coming out to cut a promo. Just boring. You have fucking Rusev out there. I mean, what the fuck is Rusev doing out? How is he relevant to the fucking, this whole thing here? So you have Roman Reigns, I guess, demanding a rematch or whatever. And it's just it disgusts me to see these people out here. We have Roman Reigns out there who sucks. We have Sheamus out there who sucks. And we have Rusev out there who also sucks. 3 people who are awful wrestlers out there, who are, 2 of them are in a feud for the WWE title. I mean, it's just horrible. And yeah, boring fucking promo. Then we have the Wyatts defeating the Dudleys. I mean, this would be... they're going to do like a Wyatt Dudley feud, it looks like, which is good. But the thing is, the Wyatts are jobbers. They haven't done anything. They haven't won anything. The Dudleys are jobbers. They haven't even been on Raw every week. So when you put them together, you would think, oh, it's going to, it could have been entertaining if they would have built it up right. But once again, the creative team just fucks it up. So it's not going to mean anything. It's going to be it might be a decent match at TLC, but it's just not going to mean anything because everybody on this fucking show is a fucking jobber. So this was just a boring and pointless match here. I'm going to give it 0 out of 5 stars. And you're going to find a common theme in these matches because most of them are going to get 0 out of 5 stars because they're horrible. Then we have Sasha Banks defeating Becky Lynch. Again, pointless. All Divas matches are pointless for the most part. Because they just don't mean anything. Becky Lynch defeats... Or Sasha Banks defeats Becky Lynch. So is that going to mean anything moving forward? Is that on Raw? Is that next week's Raw to TLC? Is it going to mean anything? No, it's not. It's not going to mean one damn thing. So, and the one thing, if you look at like Sasha Banks putting on classic matches on NXT, you must be thinking, if you're Sasha Banks, what the fuck do I got to do to get a top spot in this Divas division? Like if you're Cesaro, I mean, it just baffles my mind. These wrestlers come in, put on great matches, wow the crowd's going crazy. Yeah, they don't get rewarded for doing a great job at their profession. I wonder what Sasha Banks is like. Why is Vince McMahon stupid? Really? How am I not getting pushed? So yeah, that's another 0 out of 5 star match. Then we have the New Day coming out to cut a promo. The only good thing of the night. I thought it was funny. They're mocking country shit. It was funny. They did a lot of shit, and it was good. It was funny. Then we have, it was all going great, and then the fucking luchas come out, and for some reason they'll say they're lying in Spanish, but then they'll say it in English. What's the point of you saying it in Spanish? Totally a waste of time. Totally pointless. Because if you're Spanish, if you speak Spanish and you're watching this product, you know how to speak English because everybody else on the fucking show speaks English. So there's no point in doing that. It's just pointless to do that. It's a waste of time. It's not cool. It's not funny. It's nothing. It doesn't... Just talk in English, please. Let's get the show going. We don't need to listen to you talking fucking Spanish. Then you got the Usos coming out, and obviously when the Usos come out, the product quality takes a shit. So that sucked. So yeah, you had a good thing from the New Day there, but kind of watered down by the Usos and the Luchas. Then we have Neville defeating Mark Henry, and what the fuck was it? This was just a total fucking, just a clusterfuck here. You got fucking Mark Henry, who's supposed to be, the world's strongest man. It looks like he was like fucking hesitant to wrestle Neville because he has so much respect for him, or some shit like that. It was like, he's got him down and he's telling him to like, he's like, he said something weird. He's like, oh, let's get up or some shit like, it was weird. He's like hesitant to attack, wrestle Neville. It was very weird. And then the ending, they fucked up the ending. Henry clearly kicks out at 2.5. But the ref counts 3 and that's the ending. And they don't even pay attention to that. They're like, oh, match is over. Don't pay attention to that botch. I mean, what the fuck? What the fuck is going on? I mean, I'm very fucking confused. Very confused. I don't know. So that's obviously a 0 out of 5 star match. Then we have Goldust and the Primetime Players defeating the Ascension and Stardust. Once again, jobber match. Filled with jobbers. Goldust, he's old. He's washed up. He's a jobber. He's not good. Primetime Players, jobbers, not good. Ascension, jobbers, not good. Stardust, jobber, crazy fucking jobber, not good. So yeah, pointless match, boring match, 0 out of 5 stars. Then we have Zeb Colter coming out to cut a promo. And this doesn't make any sense either. You got Zeb Colter bashing America. He's like, yeah, America sucks, you people suck. But, he has a country called Mex America, meaning he wants to, combine America and Mexico. We all know Mexico's a shithole. They got the cartels, one of the world's highest homicide and crime rates. It's a shithole in Mexico. Except for a few areas like Cancun, which, a few vacation areas. But mostly it's controlled by the cartels and it's a shithole. Even in the, vacation areas, you still got cartels and shit. But anyway, we all know Mexico's a shithole. So he's saying America's a shithole as well. So he's combining Mexico and America. And Mex America's great. But he's saying America sucks. So it just makes no sense. No sense at all. I mean, what the fuck is Mex America? What the fuck? I mean, they're like, oh, we got a country now. We got a fucking country. What the... they're like delusional Mexicans. They're talking about this. I mean, what the fuck is this supposed to mean? Like, we want to combine with everybody now. Oh, but our borders are closed. I'm very fucking confused by this Mex America thing. What does it stand for? What does it mean? I don't understand. So then Jack Swagger comes out, more like jobber swagger, more like nobody swagger, more like I haven't been on TV in a year swagger, comes out, and it's just boring. So see, you got fucking Del Rio beating Cena a few weeks ago. And then now he's feuding with fucking Jack Swagger. Yeah, there you go. There's your WWE for you. Stupid. Then we have Paige and Charlotte ending in a count out. It was, oh my god, this was such a horrible ass just to sit through this match was fucking torture. It was boring. It was a fucking sloppy ass match, with a good amount of botches in it. So yeah, that sucked. 0 out of 5 stars. And then then they come back from commercial, and they're fucking desperate when you have Heath fucking Slater playing a fucking guitar in the middle of the ring. I mean, you know that Raw is not doing well. You know this company is in dire straits when you got fucking Heath Slater having his own segment playing a one-man band. And then you got fucking Ryback coming out and fucking attacking him. And it's just a pointless fucking segment. Again, no point to this whatsoever. They're not going to build off of it in the future. It's just pointless. And nobody gives a shit. So that sucked. Then we have Dean Ambrose and Dolph Ziggler defeating Kevin Owens and Tyler Breeze. Again, a pointless match. It doesn't mean anything, really. This was the match of the night at a half star out of 5. So there you go. If we're curving this fucking Raw, then this was a fucking 5-star match. But we're not curving it. It was a shitty ass match, a boring match, a typical tag team match. So there you go. Then we have the main event. You got fucking Rusev in the... Are you kidding me? Rusev, who hasn't been on TV in fucking like 2 months. Why is he in the main event if he hasn't been on TV in 2 months? I mean, where the fuck has he been? Then he just gets put right into the main event? Are you kidding me? So, we got this main event. And then we got fucking Bad News Barrett. What the fuck? I mean, what the fuck is going on here? Bad News Barrett? What the fuck is he doing in the main event? So he comes out and he fucking is like trying to attack Roman Reigns or some shit like that. And then, I don't get it. I just don't get why he did that. But anyway, then you have Sheamus coming back, because he got thrown out. So he comes back, and he gets fucking beat up. So yeah, there you go. There's your Roman Reigns again. You know, beats up Barrett, beats up Rusev, beats up Sheamus. So there you go. You know, Roman Reigns is the only guy who gets put over in this company. Everybody else is literally a jobber. There's not one guy who you could even consider really a mid-carder, because everybody loses. And nobody ever looks strong. Because if you win this week, then you're going to lose next week. Look at what happened there with Dean Ambrose and or Dolph Ziggler and Tyler Breeze. Breeze wins at the pay-per-view. Then on Raw, Ziggler wins. So therefore, nobody really gets put over at all, do they? No, they don't. So this main event was a shitty ass... The match was shitty. The results were shitty. Bad News Barrett showing up was like mind-boggling. Like, what the fuck is he doing there? I mean, there were so many just illogical things on this card. On this episode of Raw. Like, I didn't know you could fit so many illogical things into one fucking episode of Raw. But apparently you can. I mean, this was a horrible show. Obviously, this is a 0 out of 10 star show. I mean, Raw is at an all-time low. It really is. The ratings are down like 50% in 1 year. This company is so fucked. I said that. I predicted that too. Like, I made that video a few weeks ago. WWE is fucked. And look at the ratings. Just keep going down. Yeah, so this show is just beyond horrible. They're at rock bottom. No pun intended there to The Rock. But they really are at rock bottom. Just when you think WWE couldn't go any lower, it does. I mean, it's just so horrible. I'm going to have to start going into the negative ratings with these matches, because they are just so shitty. So fucking shitty. So I'm not going to go on about this forever. I'll probably make some more videos in the future about how shitty WWE is. And my Raw review for this week will be up at most probably Sunday. It'll probably be up by like Friday or Saturday though. So there you go, people. There's your Raw review. Holy shit. We're in for a nightmare in these next few months, people. So either stop watching or, let's pray. So there you go, people. There's your Raw review.